In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an amazing poster design in Photoshop. Grab your mouse as we dive in. So first and foremost, we are going to create a new document. This is actually a very simple one, so let's move. Create a solid color. We are going to create another solid color. Copy the second hex code. This time around, with the layer selected, we are going to select the mask and press Ctrl I to invert. So everything is gone. You grab a soft-tone brush. We reduce the opacity a bit. We set our foreground to white. Then we are going to make a few clicks to actually bring it back. With the move to selected, we are going to reduce the opacity. We are going to create another solid color. With the layer selected, we are going to change the blend mode to multiply. With the mask selected, we grab a soft-tone brush. We increase the opacity to 100. We set the foreground to black. And we're also going to make a few clicks. Now this is okay. Now let's grab our resources. So first and foremost, we are going to copy this. Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. You grab this item, Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. We drop this layer. We copy this, Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Right click and convert to smart object. So let's grab the text now. So we are going to select all these items. Ctrl G to make a group. Then we are going to move it up. We are going to select these 3 items and lock it so that they don't distract us. So we move the text up a bit. So we are going for shadows. We are going to apply shadows. With the layer selected, Ctrl I to, with the mask selected, Ctrl I to invert. We grab a soft-tone brush. Reduce the opacity a bit. We set the foreground to white. And we are going to paint some shadows. this layer selected, we're also going to create an exposure adjustment layer. Clip it onto the layer. With the mask selected, Ctrl I to invert. We grab a soft brush. We are going to paint some shadows. So we swap the foreground to black so that we can actually clean some part. That's too much. We'll create another exposure adjustment layer. With the mask selected, Ctrl I to invert. We'll grab a soft brush and we are going to paint some shadows. Let's reduce the opacity. So we are going to create another exposure adjustment layer. Already clipped onto the layer with the mask selected, Ctrl I to invert. We grab a soft brush. We are going to paint some shadows. We are going to create another exposure adjustment layer for highlight. Ctrl I to invert. We grab a soft brush. We reduce the opacity a bit. So we are going to paint. So we are going to apply exposure adjustment layers to this one as well. Clip it onto the layer. With the mask selected, Ctrl I to invert. We grab a soft brush and we paint some shadows. We are going to create another exposure adjustment layer for highlight. We clip it onto the layer. With the mask selected, Ctrl I to invert. We grab a soft brush and we are going to paint some highlight. Before and after, we reduce the opacity a bit. So we're going to grab the polygonal lasso tool. We are going to create a selection. Then we are going to create an exposure adjustment layer. With the mask selected, we apply Gaussian blur at the radius of 158. Then we change the blend mode to overlay and we reduce the opacity. So we are just creating some light source so that it's a bit brighter on the bottom. You can grab this item now. Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Ctrl T to scale. We transform, so we are scaling it up. We make it bigger. We change the blend mode to screen. We are going to apply a levels adjustment layer onto this. So we clip it onto the layer. We take the sliders. We are going to apply here and saturation adjustment layer. We clip it onto the layer. We check analyze. We are going to play with the settings. With the layer selected, you create a mask, Ctrl I to invert. You grab a soft, increase the opacity a bit, you set the foreground to white. So we are going to paint some back because it's actually gone now, everything is in black. So with the foreground set to white, we are actually going to paint some back. We are going to create a layer beneath all these layers. Grab a soft brush. We're actually creating contact shadows now. We change the roundness a bit. We reduce it to 7. We set the foreground to white, to black, sorry. Then we are taking the opacity to 100. We are going to create some contact shadows. We create another layer. We make the brush bigger by the right bracket key. We create another layer. We reduce the opacity. We reduce the opacity as well. Now that we have everything in place, we press Ctrl Alt Shift E to merge all layers. We convert to smart object, then we go for camera raw. So we are actually going to play with these settings. Once it's pretty much okay, then we click OK. This is before and after camera raw. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, stay creative.